Another week, same result. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all last week? I said that Baltimore was going to go into Jerry World and run the ball down our throats. That is literally what happened. The Cowboys had no answer all day. This team is hot garbage. You want to know why we're a bad football team? The two most important things you want to do in the NFL nowadays, and I know I'm beating a dead horse here, you want to be able to run the football and stop the run. If you can't do either, you're not going to win football games. I don't care how good your offense is. I don't care if you have Pat Mahomes at quarterback. I don't care if you have the number one offense in the league. You're not going to win football games if you cannot run the ball effectively and stop the run. Okay? And granted, the Chiefs were getting back in 2020 when the Chiefs defense wasn't as dominant as it is now. Yes, Pat Mahomes was able to bail them out. But at least the Chiefs were stopping the run. Okay? The Chiefs were mainly getting burnt in the pass game. Okay, you can live with it. You can live with it. Rex Ryan just said, "Don't get up this morning," which I somewhat agree with him and somewhat disagree with him. But he said he would rather give up 500 passing yards than give up 200 rushing yards. Because guess what? You have no answer in the run game. You literally you can't scheme this stuff up. Okay, you can't defensively. You cannot schematically scheme up a good run play at a good run blocking scheme. Because at the end of the day, the players got to go out and perform it. Okay, players have to be set up in the right position. That's all you can do, but they got to be able to make the play. There's many instances in this game where Dallas was set up to make the play, but they didn't make the play. We're fixing to watch the film together. We're fixing to watch it with you guys. We're going to do a little film analysis. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Dallas Cowboys are not good enough. They're not a good football team. Okay, they can't run the ball. Our interior, the trenches. Okay, y'all heard me talk about the trenches. Okay, I love the trenches. The meat and the potatoes. Okay, they are garbage. Okay, offensive line wise, Tyler Guyton looked awful yesterday. He looked awful. Really, Cooper Beebe, can't say much. I didn't really see much interior pass rush. Our tackles suck. Okay, our tackles are. Terrence Steele is garbage. Terrence Steele is not good no more. I don't know what happened to him. It's like after we paid him, he just don't want to play football no. He don't want to play football no more. Literally, all of the pass rush is literally coming from the tackles. And as far as running the ball, we have no push. And plus, a lot of this has to do with the schematics of our offense. Our offensive scheme is trash. Okay, all our runs are just inside zone. Inside zone. There's no pitch plays. There's no win arounds, no reverses, no nothing. It's just, get on the center or get in the gun, hand it off up the middle. How do you expect to have a dominant run game like that? Have you watched San Francisco's film? Did you guys watch Baltimore yesterday? Granted, a lot of it had to do with Derrick Henry just running us up the middle and mauling us in I formation and singing about formation. But guess what? Zone reads. Lamar cooked us. Lamar was cooking us. Literally, the final play of the game to ice the game. 2nd and 9. He got 10 yards. Well, 9 yards because he was down right on the marker. Okay? You want to know how bad we are? I'm at the state that this is when you know you're a bad football team, in my opinion. There was a point in this game, I don't remember when it was. The Baltimore got a holding call and they had first and 20, 2nd and 20. Who cares what the down was? I sat there as a fan of the Cowboys and said, we're not going to stop them. It don't matter. It's just because it's 1st and 20. They're going to get the first down. The very first play, I want to say it was first down. Lamar he did his own read and got 17 yards. 17 yards. From 1st and 20, 2nd and 20. Who cares what down was? That's how bad this team is. And on the other side of the offense, if it's 1st and 15, 2nd and 15, 2nd and 20, 3rd, I'm not confident. I'm not confident in this offense to go get a 1st and 20. I'm not confident in our run game to at least give us 6-7 yards where it can make it 2nd and manageable, turn into 3rd and manageable. Every time we get behind the sticks with this offense, we're not in 3rd and manageable. We're in 3rd and long. And guys, this is the most important part of this video. Cowboys fans, do not be satisfied with that little comeback that they did. It was 28-6 going into the 4th quarter. Okay, we got a stupid lucky little onside kick. I was telling my dad when I was watching this game, I was getting shades of the Falcons 3 years ago when we made that big 4th quarter comeback against the Falcons in Jerry World. I think we got like 2 onside kicks that game. But whatever, I'm glad we didn't come back. We didn't deserve to win the game. We got mauled. Okay, we got mauled. Let's just quickly just get into the stats and then we're gonna watch the film. Okay, let's just look at the stats. Let's see this atrocity that the Dallas Cowboys put on display yesterday. Okay, now overall, let's just talk about Derrick Henry. 25 rush attempts, 151 yards, average 6 yards a rush. He had 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, 14 for 87, average 6.2 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Had a 16-yard long run, which is the one I was talking about. Justice Hill just got a new extension. I mean, he's a great player. He's not supposed to be a back-breaking back. No Pro Bowls. He's just a fine player that you just, one of those late round draft picks, undrafted guys you just stick into. He's a great player. Great player. Justice Hill, he had 5 rush attempts for 33 yards, 6.6 yards to carry. Had a 17-yard long run. With the way these rush stats is, I can put my grandma back there up behind whoever's on offense that day. They can plug their grandmother in, and she's gonna get 5 yards of carry against our defense. Let's just be honest. If we're letting players like Justice Hill, I know he's a fine player, great player. If we're letting anybody named like Justice Hill, we're just getting 6 yards of carry. We're screwed. We can't stop nobody. What do you think? Do you know our schedule? Okay, let's just circle back. Okay, let's just look at the Cowboys' schedule. Okay, let's just look at the schedule. Okay, this Thursday we got New York. Look, they don't have the best rushing attack. They got Devin Singletary back there, and then that O-line has always been suspect for years. But let's be honest, we can't sleep on them. They actually ran the ball pretty darn decently against the Browns yesterday. But we're not moving on to that. Pittsburgh, what do you think they're going to want to do? Jaylen Warren, Najee Harris, Justin Fields quarterback. I imagine Justin Fields may still, with the way he's playing, Justin Fields needs to be the starting quarterback. What you think they're going to do? Run the football. Detroit, arguably the best run team in the league. What you think they're going to do? Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, they're going to run the football. I honestly tell you right now, Detroit, they're going to have like 8 yards of rush against us. I ain't going to lie to you. Moving on. We got San Francisco after the bye. What you think they're going to do? Obviously, I don't think Christian McCaffrey will be available. Well, no, I think Christian McCaffrey probably could be available that week. What do you think San Francisco is going to do? We already know that. Philly, Saquon Barkley. Oh, actually, no, turn it back. Atlanta, Bijan Robinson, to infinity and Bijan. Tyler Algier. What do you think they're going to do? Run the football. What about where we were starting out a while ago? Philly. Saquon Barkley. Kenneth Gainwell. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to run the football. What did you just see? What Saquon done against the Saints yesterday? 60+ yard run. Must be nice. I ain't seen my running back do that in years. Moving on. Houston. Did you watch Cam Akers run the ball yesterday? I know the Texans got smacked. But did you see Cam Akers run the ball yesterday? Oh, yeah, the guy that didn't play yesterday, Joe Mixon. I think Joe Mixon had like 40 touches a few weeks ago. When I think it was the first week. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna run the football. Washington. I think it's the first team where I can't say. I don't know. They have Austin Eckler. They still have Brian Robinson. I don't know. Maybe they can still run the football effectively. I imagine they could because our defense can't stop nobody. Moving on. Cincinnati. Maybe. They might run the football. With Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and company, they're going to try and pass the ball and Jamar Chase as much as possible. I imagine Mike Gesicki a tight end. But still, they got Zach Moss and that new number 30 they got. I think he's a rookie. He's very, very fast. Very fast. So I imagine they might try to run the football. Carolina. Honestly, I can't say they'll try to run the football. I mean, they don't have no run backs so scary as Miles Sanders. We all know he was good because of the Eagles O-line. And they got Chuba Hubbard. Who cares? Tampa Bay. Rasheed White. Nah, okay. Run attack's not that bad. But you get the point. And we got the Eagles and Washington again. You already know what it is. But moving back to the stats. Lamar Jackson threw the ball 15 times. In this day and age in the NFL, that's a darn shame. You let the opposing quarterback throw the ball 15 times, and you lost the ball game. And on top of that, he completed 70+% of his passes, and he averaged 15 yards a pass. I mean, it's just all around bad. We're not going to get to their wide receiver stats, but let's look at our stats, shall we? Dak Prescott threw the ball 50 times. At one point in Dak Prescott's career, have we ever won a football game where Dak Prescott threw the ball more than 40 times? Please, I don't want to look the stat up. I know it's terrible. We've all seen this stat plenty of times. Moving on. Rico Dowdle. Let's look at this god-awful rushing. 8 attempts for 32 yards. 4 yards carry. That's not that terrible. That's doable. I mean, that's doable. Honestly, Rico Dowdle, I feel like the way I've seen him run, if he actually had some decent holes and a decent O-line run blocking wise, he'd actually be pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. Moving on. Ezekiel Elliott, 3 attempts for 6 yards. Garbage. Deuce Vaughn, I'm over the Deuce Vaughn experience. They don't use him right. They're out here trying to make Deuce Vaughn go between the tackles. He's not that type of running back. We're just wasted talent as usual. Welcome to being a Dallas Cowboys fan. Moving on, receiving yards. We're not even going to get to this. Jake Ferguson had 11 targets, 6 catches for 95 yards. CD had 4 catches for 67 yards. Blah, blah. Who cares? Whatever. We're just going to talk about, before we get to film, we're going to talk about the state of this team. I don't know what's going on with this team, with the post-game comments and stuff. What is going on? What is going? CeeDee Lamb having a temper tantrum on the sideline. Micah Parsons and Tank Lawrence has been going at it. They showed that post game last night in NBC. Tank Lawrence is over there looking like he could care less of what Micah Parsons was saying. When Micah Parsons was actually giving him energy, I don't know. I don't know I don't know the background of what went on there. I don't know if Micah was pouting at D-Law or D-Law was telling him to do his job. I don't know. We're just speculating here, okay? And Dak Prescott, I think I saved them on Twitter. We're gonna look at it right quick. Yeah, here's the video of Tank Lawrence right here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this. I can't tell you. And we're going to look at some more tweets here. Look, home games where Dak Prescott has trailed by at least 15 points at halftime. First 64 home games, he's trailed 4 times. The last 3 home games, he's trailed by more than 50 points each game. This, the Marcus Lawrence comments at the pregame. Having a game plan but not following it into a game plan, it's just small things. Once we get out of playing Little League football and get back to playing pro football, we'll be all right. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by play pro football? And then Dak, anyways, I can't find a tweet. And Dak was just saying like how we got to be more professional, just be a better football team. And Michael's talking about just telling guys not to play Superman. Everybody want to play Superman and instead of playing like Superman, trying to be a team. I don't know what these cryptic comments are supposed to mean. I guess we'll get more into it as the season progresses, but it's just a bad football team. Moving on to, we're going to just watch some tape. We're just going to watch some tape. I mean, we're just going to watch tape. I'm not going to show you guys everything. We're just going to watch. Okay. So, look, Dallas is just, it looks like they're in, I don't know why it looks like they're in nickel formation. But as you can see, Micah's over here. He's playing edge. I think that's Mozzie Smith on the line. It's not great quality. Just look at this. Just look at this. Okay. The D tackles is already in shambles. I don't know who that is. I want to say that's Osa getting double teamed right there by the center and the left guard. Obviously, the right side, they're not even going to be in the play because they're not even set up for the play. If Lamar gave this to Derrick Henry, it's easy yards. I don't even know if he does give it to Derrick Henry. Yet Lamar just takes it. So Micah bid on it, didn't get it, and it's just a bad situation for Overshawn. He's in a foot race. He's just in a foot race with Lamar Jackson with a lead blocker ahead. So he's basically 1v2. And with Lamar Jack, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do with that. There's nothing you can do with that. Moving on. Obviously, they're highlighting Mozzie Smith just being terrible this year. So basically, essentially what we have here, this is going to be a run to the right. Look where we are positioned. We are actually positioned to make this play. Why we don't make the play, I don't know. Eric Kendricks is going to drop down Overshawn should be right there in the A gap. He should be pushing that A gap. I don't know why he's pushing the B gap, C gap. I don't know why. That's not making any sense to me. Overshawn should have been right on the other side of Mozzie Smith here. I don't know what he's doing. See? The A gap's wide open. Over bad pursuing linebackers. It's bad pursuit. I mean, look, literally. Well, he ended up going up the C gap, but I mean, he had multiple. Both gaps were open. Just bad run gaps. Bad run gaps. Terrible, 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 terrible. And this is one of Derrick Henry's big runs. So look how many people Dallas has on the line. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 people on the line right now. Okay, and just watch this. Just watch this. Okay. Okay. D-Law wins. As usual. D-Law always wins. He's winning his matchup. 100% all the time. But look at the D tackles. They're already getting pushed upfield. Look at Osa and Mozzie. Mozzie's getting like triple team right now. I actually feel bad for him. He is getting essentially triple team right now. Put in a bad spot. Look at Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks should be pushing that A guy right there, literally. Instead, he's ball watching, not pushing the gap. Donovan Wilson gets stuck. Donovan Wilson should actually be over there in the C gap, over there where Micah's at. That's where Donovan Wilson needs to go. Because right now, we would have this defense, we would have this play covered if Eric Kendricks was in that B gap, and if Donovan Wilson was covering the C gap. We have it covered. That's a covered run play. But guess what? Donovan Wilson pursuits in the A gap for some god-awful reason. Guess what? Derrick Henry goes to the C gap. And it puts everybody else in a bad spot. And we just more zone reads. I can't be mad at Micah. Micah's put in a bad spot. What player in the league is stopping this? Who's stopping this situation? Micah is one-on-one. Actually, he's getting 3v1 right now. Micah has to worry about Andrew. I don't know if that's Andrews or Likely. Bad quality. No, that's Likely. He has to worry about Likely. He has to worry about the running back and Lamar Jackson. That's just terrible. That is the worst position to be in. I don't fault Micah. Look, he's got no chance. There's nobody even on the backside. Carson's ball over there watching the receiver. He's not even looking at the ball. He don't even know where the ball's at. Look at Micah. It's just a bad spot. There's nothing you can do with that. I mean, just look at this. It's so depressing. So here we go. This is your base 4-3 set. Everybody's in the box, and they can't stop it. Just look at this. Okay. First of all, looking at this, Mozzie Smith is in a bad situation. Right now, Micah is... I think Andrews is probably going to block Micah. Mozzie Smith is probably going to get double teamed right here by the center and the right guard. And then the right tackle, I don't know who he would take, but this is just bad. This is just bad formation. They're loaded up on the left side for some god-awful reason. I don't know why. And look, they guess right. They're going that way. Linebackers is dropping down. Over pursuit. It's over pursuit. Kalen Carson needs to be filling in that gap right there. He already needs to be in the gap. I mean, look at Mozzie. Mozzie is being pushed. Mozzie is getting pushed like 3 yards off the ball. Eric Kendricks is not going to be able to shoot up that hole because guess what? That center is going to go off of that block and he's going to block Eric Kendricks. There he goes. He blocks Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks can't get through that gap. And look, Overshawn is over here, got his body turned. His body is turned. He can't make that tackle. And guess what? Derrick Henry takes it to the house. And we all know Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson needs to be benched. We're not even going to talk about Donovan Wilson. He's a terrible football player. And just look, your chance of tackling Derrick Henry in the open field is not great anyways. It's just bad football. Bad football. And we know the DBs ain't going to tackle. And he just takes to the house. It's just a multitude of just terrible. It's just a multitude of terrible. This is the type of run defense that needs to happen. So you see right here, again, base 4-3 again. They're already on that side. They already know they're running to the side. Now they're running it to the weak side, and our linebackers are set up beautifully. You have this. Damani Clark's going to have that hole. He's going to have the A gap right there where Linderbaum's at. Linderbaum could pick him up. But guess what? You have to contain the edge. You have to contain the edge. And what does Micah do? Micah holds his block. Don't get pushed off. Don't get pushed away. There you go. There you go. That's how you start run. You got to contain your edge. You got to maintain. You essentially, I'm not a football pro. I'm just giving you my observation on this. If you want to be elite at stopping the run, you have to maintain your positioning. You cannot get tossed around. You have to maintain your position. You have to stay in your position, contain your edge, be able to make a play. Because right now, in this situation, if like Micah, if we could apply what Micah's doing to all of our defensive linemen, we'll be straight. We could contain the run. When you're at the defensive line and you're pursuing the offensive tackle, you have to win. You have to be able to stand your ground. So when you're push as defensive tackle, when you're pushing on that other lineman, you have to be able to stick and stay. So if a running back is running right where you're at, you pull that hand out just far enough to where you can slow them down, and everybody behind you, your linebackers and whoever's coming up to make a tackle, can help slow down and make the tackle. That's good run defense. This is what I'm talking about. Micah Parsons. Contain your edge. That's it. That's all you had to do. Same thing I'm talking about. Contain your edge. Look, nobody's been pushed. Everybody's maintaining their ground. Everybody maintains their ground. Everybody shoots down. Derrick Henry's this should have been in the Cowboys game plan. Derrick Henry can't get skinny. Okay? Derrick Henry cannot get skinny. He's a big running back. He's like 250, 40 pounds. He's not going to be able to get skinny and like a Christian McCaffrey and weave around. Okay? He's just not going to be able to do it. This should have been close all the gaps, make Derrick Henry pop one outside, and just be able to make tackles on the outside. That should have been the formula. But guess what? It didn't happen. So that's just a little film breakdown with me. I don't know if y'all's going to enjoy that or not, but it's just my perspective on things. We got manhandled. We got manhandled. I don't know what they're going to do to fix the run game. You can't fix the run. You can't fix the run defense. At the end of the day, it has to be up to the players. It has to be up to the players. It has to be the players that players has got to make the plays. I don't think this is a scheme issue. We don't have meat and potatoes down in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Don't even get me started on the run game. And I'm going to try and find some videos. Let me know if y'all guys want to see this. I'm going to try and look at some of the... This video is already too long. I'm going to look up, see if I can get some offense concepts. We got to talk about this offense. This offense schematically is terrible. But overall, this team is garbage. The team's garbage. Our offense is trash. Offensive scheme is trash. Defensively, we don't have the meat and potatoes. We don't have the guys to make the plays. That's where we're at. We can't blame Dak for it. Like we always want to. We can't blame Dak. At the end of the day, this team is not set up for success. We suck. Okay, at this rate, is there a chance we still make the playoffs? Yes. But I'm going to tell you right now, it is getting slim by the games. Because right now, I know I showed y'all guys a schedule. It is a gauntlet, okay? In a span of 6 weeks, we play Pittsburgh, Detroit, Atlanta, San Francisco, Philly, and Houston. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the only games I think we have a chance at is Pittsburgh. It's because offensively, they're not great right now. And we're going to have them the week after, so they're still trying to get their kinks in. Maybe they might put Russ in there and screw things up. I don't know. Maybe Atlanta, just maybe. And I'm not confident in that. Philly, because I definitely don't trust Philadelphia. And maybe Houston, because Houston looks like they're beatable after what the real Red Rifle, Sam Darnold. Yeah, that man's cooking right now. Well, that's another subject for another time. But we're in trouble. The more is it, we're in trouble. If you enjoyed this long video, I'm sorry it was just a rant. Comment down below what you guys think. Do you think we're cooked? Do you think we're not cooked? Do you think this team sucks? Do you think the team does not suck? Do you think we'll make the playoffs? Just give me all your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Always remember to drop a like on the video. Tap that notification bell to get notified when all my videos go live. And as always, click this link right here to subscribe to my channel. Click this link up here to get all my other commentary videos when it comes to sports. And as always, I love you guys. Peace, love, and positivity always, y'all. See ya.